Okay, let's talk about the Fuji X-T100 camera. We now have the full specification of the X-T100 camera. Now how we get that particular full specification? Now Fujifilm UK accidentally leaked the full specification along with the product page, and NokiShita is always a lucky person to get all these things very quickly, and from NokiShita we have got the full specs list of the upcoming Fuji X-T100 camera. Now let's talk about what new coming inside the X-T100 camera. See, before we begin, let me tell you that Fujifilm X-T100 camera is actually sitting in between the X-A5 and the Fuji X-T20 camera. So the Fuji X-A5 cost is approx $599, as we all know the X-T20 will going to cost you approx $799. so X-T100 will probably going to cost you approx $699. At the time I'm making this video, the product is actually not officially launched, but we do have all the specs of the camera. And let's discuss now what new we have. The sensor we have in the X-T100 camera is exactly same as present inside the Fuji X-A5 camera. We have the same 24 megapixel bare format sensor. Now the ISO range of the camera starts from the 200 to 51200. I wonder why always Fuji picks the base ISO 200, maybe to look a bit more good in the spec sheets, but yes, it starts from 200 as we have already seen in all the Fuji cameras, as also in X-A5 from 200 to 51200. The autofocusing system of the X-T100 camera is exactly same as we have seen in the Fuji X-A5 camera. We have 91 focusing areas in the Fujifilm X-T100 camera. Now, most of the core specification of the X-T100 camera, if you talk about the sensor, the autofocusing system is look exactly same as of the X-A5. One of the most important thing that you will going to have with the X-T100 is the viewfinder. The viewfinder of the X-T20 camera is coming with the X-T100. The 2.36 million dot viewfinder of the X-T20 is now arriving with the X-T100 camera, which is not present inside the Fuji X-A5. Now let's talk about the continuous shooting speed of the Fuji X-T100 camera, because there is a little bit difference between the X-A5 and the X-T100. When you are shooting at 6 frames per second, you are limited to 20 to 30 frames of JPEG, or when you are shooting at 3 frames per second with continuous autofocus support, the Fuji X-T100 camera allow you to grab all the frames till the memory is completely full, but the X-A5 remains limited to 50 to 60 JPEGs when you are shooting at 3 frames per second continuous shooting mode. So there's a bit better buffer coming with the Fuji X-T100 camera compared to the X-A5. Now let's talk about the video mode. Both camera captures video at 4K video at 15 frames per second. Now the one major difference between the Fuji X-A5 and X-T100 camera. With the Fuji X-A5 camera, the total time limit of the video 4K video clip was 5 minutes only. So literally the 4K video mode with 15 frames per second and 5-minute time limit was not useful to anyone who wants to shoot 4K video in the X-A5 camera, but there is a bit different with the X-T100. The X-T100 camera allows you to record 30 minutes of 4K video while having 15 frames per second. So now we have a good buffer inside the X-T100 camera compared to the X-A5. Still, the 15 frames in the 4K video is not so useful for creating a professional quality 4K video, but now you have a 30 minutes of time limit while you are creating a 4K video with your X-T100 camera, which is better than the 5 minutes time limit of the X-A5. So definitely this particular camera, the X-T100, is better than the Fuji X-A5. Now if you compare it with the X-T20, the X-T20 have an X-Trans sensor inside. You can shoot 4K at 30 frames per second, and it's available at $799. and at the same time the X-A5, which has some limited core specification and you don't get the viewfinder with it, available at $599. So this X-T100 camera is somewhere sitting in between, as I have told you in the beginning of the video, in between the X-T20 and the X-A5 camera. So X-T100 camera is a good entry level mirrorless camera for sure. We will going to create more videos once it get out and become official. We will going to compare with other cameras, but initially, as I have said, it do carry improved video mode compared to the X-A5 camera, improved continuous shooting mode with more buffer. So it is a better camera, and you also get the viewfinder of the X-T20. So it is a better entry level camera coming inside the Fuji X-T series, and it is of course bit better than the existing Fuji X-A5 camera. So that was the Fuji X-T100 camera core specification. The full list of core specification is in the description box. You can check the link in the description box to get the full specification of the camera, and I'm going to update you soon as we get more information related to the upcoming cameras. Do subscribe to our channel if you like our content. Thank you for watching.